Hola clase! This is lesson 29 of Spanish 1A, first semester, beginning level Spanish. And the story today is The University for Monkeys. It's about a monkey named Tad who goes to UPM, Universidad para Monos, a university for monkeys. Hay un mono que se llama Tad. Tad es muy intelectual. A Tad le gusta estudiar, hacer su tarea, leer libros y escribir ensayos. Tad va a UPM, la Universidad para Monos. A Tad le gusta la ciencia, la literatura, la historia y las matemáticas. Un día, Tad va a la cafetería de la universidad. Una mona muy bonita viene a la cafetería, se sienta a la mesa y come su almuerzo. Tad le dice, "Hola, soy Tad." La mona le dice, "Hola, soy Mónica." Tad le pregunta, "¿Cuál es tu materia preferida, Mónica?" Mónica le dice, "El español. Es muy fácil y divertido y me encanta el español." ¿Y tú? ¿Cuál es tu materia preferida, Tad? Tad le dice, "Química. Es muy difícil, pero soy un mono muy intelectual." Mónica está muy contenta. At the end of today's lesson, you're going to be able to understand everything I just said, plus read it, write it, and say it. Let's look at the objectives. First, I'm going to teach you a new set of vocab. We're going to use the vocab to learn the story about Tad. Then we're going to have preguntas, questions and answers in Spanish, to practice doing that. Then you're going to lee y traduce. Read and translate a story, and then check it with me to see how well you understood it. La gramática de hoy is on el verbo venir. We're going to practice with that verb, learn how to conjugate it and use it in some sentences, and then el quiz on the vocab and grammar to see how well you understood it. So, grab your workbook and let's get started. We are in Jalen Waltman's Complete Spanish Course 1A, First Semester Beginning Spanish Workbook. New vocab list. Las materias. Las materias, it means the school subjects. The materials that you study in school. El español, Spanish. Las ciencias, science. For whatever reason, that is normally, as a school subject, plural in Spanish. La historia, history. El inglés, English. La computación, computers or computer science, computer classes. La educación física, physical education. In other words, in English, we just say PE. La biología, biology. If I can spell it. Okay, there we go. La química, chemistry. Las matemáticas, math. El arte, art. Fácil and difícil. Fácil means easy. Difícil, difficult. Fácil is related to our word facilitate or facilities. So to facilitate a meeting, for example, is to make that meeting happen, make it easier for the people to have the meeting. And facilities make it easier. It's a place for you to do something. So there's a link in Latin to those two words. Let's write and draw. Las materias, the school subjects. Just draw some like textbooks. with some pictures on them. Las materias. So las materias is going to be this picture here with several different ones in there. El español, let's draw hola. Las ciencias, we'll put those here. Oh, this needs to be chemistry. Okay, this is going to be la química. Okay, I didn't think that through. Ciencias, okay, ciencias, science. Science is going to be, let's put it over here, and it is going to be a petri dish with some organisms floating around in it. Ciencias. Okay, I hope you know what this is. Petri dish. Okay, ciencias. Química, because chemistry. La historia. La historia. Let's see, let's put historia down here, and let's draw this is a pirate ship, an old school pirate ship. Okay, so there's historia. So ciencias, historia, español, las materias. El inglés. El inglés, you have to read books in English. I'm going to put that up here. And the book you have to read is Little Women. Okay, so this will be el inglés. La computación, let's put it down here. And I was going to try to draw a mouse. Okay, there we go. Okay, so la computación. La biología, biology. In biology, you study animals, so over here, let's have a frog. Okay, so la biología. La química is this one here with you're mixing something in a beaker. Las matemáticas, it's going to be here. I don't know. Actually, this is that one is physics or probably or something. Wait, what's the pi symbol? 3.14, something like that. Las matemáticas. El arte. El arte is going to be here. Let's try to draw a Picasso. Okay. El arte. And then I need fácil and difícil. Easy and difficult. Okay. Easy is going to be let's see if I still know how to do this. Easy is hopscotch. Can't write numbers sideways. Plus, this is not. Okay, anyway. Hopscotch. Difícil is going to be pole vault, if I can So this is fácil. It's easy to do hopscotch. It is difícil to pole vault, especially the way he has it. You probably are supposed to have the end down already, but you know, anyway. This one is ciencias. Since it is impossible to tell what that is, I'm gonna put that over there. Okay, so ciencias, arte, química, el inglés, matemáticas, las materias, el español, fácil, computación, historia, difícil, and biología. Okay, let's cover up the words at the top so we can learn these words in Spanish. Point to the picture you think I'm saying. Las materias. Las materias. Las materias, these, the school subjects. El español. El español. Okay, that's here. Las ciencias. Las ciencias. That's going to be this. Even though I have other sciences here, studying this petri dish. La historia. La historia. Historia, history. El inglés. El inglés. That's English. La computación. La computación. That's here. La química. La química. That's here. Las matemáticas. Las matemáticas. Okay, that's here. El arte. El arte. Okay, that's art. La biología. La biología. Biology. Study of living things. Fácil. Fácil. Okay, that's this guy doing hopscotch. That's easy. Fácil. Difícil. Difícil. Okay, this guy about to pole vault. Compared to hopscotch, this is muy, muy difícil. Try to stay ahead of the blue arrow. Español. Biología. Química. Las ciencias. Las matemáticas. Historia. La computación. Difícil. Fácil. Inglés. Las materias. Arte. Español. Historia. Matemáticas. Fácil. Difícil. Inglés. Las ciencias. Las materias. Química. Arte. Biología. Difícil. Fácil. Computación. química. Las materias. Fácil. Las ciencias. Biología. Difícil. Matemáticas. Historia. Arte. El español. Muy bien. Let's write the words under these pictures. Las ciencias. El arte. La química. Química has an accent mark on this I. El inglés. Las matemáticas. Matemáticas, it has an accent mark on this A. Las materias. El español. El español, it has an accent mark on this N, it's a tilde. And don't capitalize, by the way. And if you notice, inglés is not capitalized either. Fácil. Fácil, it has an accent mark on the A. La computación, accent mark on the O. La historia. Difícil. Difícil has an accent mark on this I. Biología, accent mark on that I. La biología. Escribe las materias. We're going to fill out a chart about all the school subjects. Now, you're going to fill this out based on your opinion, not mine, but I will show mine for examples. So first we have fácil and difícil. Fácil and difícil. El español. Fácil o difícil, clase? Para mí, el español es fácil. Ciencias. Fácil o difícil? Para mí, ciencias son difíciles. Historia. Fácil o difícil? Para mí, historia es fácil. El inglés. Fácil o difícil, clase? Para mí, el inglés es fácil. La computación. La computación, fácil o difícil? Para mí, básicamente fácil. La educación física. Educación física, para mí, difícil. La biología. Para mí, biología es muy difícil. La química, para mí, difícil. No me gusta. Las matemáticas. Mate, para mí, muy difícil. Arte. Arte, para mí, fácil. Now, you sort those into your categories. Which subjects do you think are fácil, easy? Which ones do you think are difficult? And you put those on this side. Okay, to fill out the rest of our chart, we're going to now say, do we think these subjects are aburrido, aburrida, or interesante? Aburrido and aburrida, they both mean boring, and there's two versions of it because since it ends in an O or an A, it has to match the noun. And interesante, interesting. El español. Para mí, interesante. Las ciencias, interesante. Para mí. La historia, aburrida. Now, this is when I was in school. When I was in school, I hated history. But now, now that I'm old, I think it's really interesting. El inglés, interesante. Muy interesante. Para mí. La computación, aburrida. Computación, no. La educación, aburrida. Educación física, no, gracias, no. La biología, aburrida. La química, aburrida. No me gustó en la escuela. Las matemáticas, aburridas. Aburridas. El arte, interesante. Okay, that's the way I would sort those. When I was in school, I thought these were boring and these were interesting. My favorite science was actually physics. I was kind of weirdly good at physics, even though I wasn't good at math or science in general. I didn't think I was anyway. But biology, no gracias. Hay un mono que se llama Tad. Tad es muy intelectual. Tad va a UPM, la Universidad para Monos. A Tad le gusta estudiar, hacer su tarea, leer libros y escribir ensayos. Tad sabe mucho de historia, matemáticas y literatura. Un día, Tad va a la cafetería de la universidad a comer su almuerzo. Una mona muy, muy bonita viene a la cafetería. La mona se sienta a la mesa y come su almuerzo. Tad le dice, hola, soy Tad. La mona le dice, hola, me llamo Mónica. Tad le pregunta, ¿cuál es tu materia preferida? Mónica le dice, español, es muy fácil. ¿Y tú? ¿Cuál es tu materia preferida? Tad le dice, química, es difícil, pero yo soy muy intelectual. Tad le dice, tengo la clase de inglés y el arte esta tarde. ¿Qué clases tienes esta tarde, Mónica? Mónica le dice, primero tengo biología y después tengo la clase de educación física. Tad le dice, ¿quieres ir al parque para saltar y tirar caca conmigo después de las clases? Mónica le dice, ¿está bien? Tad y Mónica van al parque. Corren, saltan y tiran caca a las personas en el parque. Después, Tad le pregunta, ¿qué haces esta noche, Mónica? Mónica le dice, tengo que estudiar. Tengo que presentar un examen en computación pasado mañana. Tad está triste. Tad tiene una idea. Él le pregunta, ¿quieres ir al cine conmigo a ver una película de terror el sábado? Se llama Noche de las Bananas Muertas. Mónica le dice, sí, voy contigo. Tad está muy, muy feliz. Fin. Let's write the story about the University for Monkeys. El cuento de la universidad para monos. UPM. Okay, there's a monkey named Tad. He's very intellectual. He goes to university because he's smart and he likes all these subjects. Tad va a UPM porque es muy intelectual. One day he goes to the cafeteria and a very pretty female monkey comes in. Un día en la cafetería, accent mark on that I, una mona muy bonita viene a la mesa. She comes over to this table. By the way, I don't know if you can see what his lunch is. It's bananas and insects. Tad starts asking her about her favorite subjects in school because I need to teach you that phrase. So, Tad le pregunta cuál es tu materia preferida. La mona responde español porque es fácil. Tad le pregunta, upside down question mark, ¿cuál, there's an accent mark on this A, es tu materia preferida? I'm going to put her response under this picture. Mónica le dice, el español porque es fácil. Tengo la clase de biología, accent mark on that I, esta tarde, this afternoon. So I'm putting both of her responses over here to both of his questions. El español porque es fácil, tengo la clase de biología esta tarde. Now her speech bubble says, first I have, and then after I have something else. Okay, then Tad asks her to go to the park, and she agrees, so they go. Tad le pregunta, upside down question mark, ¿quieres ir al parque? Mónica le dice, está bien. Está bien means, oops, I need a upside down exclamation point in there. I hope you can see all that. That means it's well, or in other words, okay. So they go to the park, they run, they jump, and they throw poo at people in the park. Tad y Mónica tiran caca a las personas en el parque. And they have so much fun. He asks her what she's doing that night, but she has to study. Tad le pregunta, ¿qué has an accent mark on this E? Haces, what do you do? Or what are you doing? We could translate that as. ¿Qué haces esta noche? Now, I want you to look at esta. This is esta, not está. How do I know? There's no accent mark on the A, plus is night doesn't make any sense here. So esta without the accent mark means this. Esta noche, this night, tonight. Mónica tiene que estudiar. She has to study. Tad le pregunta, ¿quieres ir al cine el sábado? Okay, so when is he asking her to go to the movies? What's sábado? Saturday. Mónica le responde, sí. Tad está muy feliz. Preguntas. ¿Cómo se llama el mono? ¿Cómo se llama el mono, clase? Se llama Tad. Número 2. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está Tad? Tad está en su casa? No. Tad está en la UPM, ¿sí? La Universidad para Monos. Número 3. ¿Quién viene a la cafetería? ¿Quién viene a la cafetería, clase? ¿Un mono muy musculoso? No. Una mona, sí, una mona, una chica muy bonita. Número 4. ¿Por qué habla Tad con la mona? ¿Por qué habla Tad con la mona? Porque ella se sienta en su mesa. She sits at his table. Número 5. ¿Cuál es la materia preferida de Mónica y por qué? ¿Mónica prefiere las matemáticas, clase? ¿Mónica prefiere el arte? No. La materia preferida de Mónica es el español. ¿Por qué? Porque ¿español es difícil o fácil? Porque es fácil. Número 6. ¿Cuál es la materia preferida de Tad y por qué? La materia preferida de Tad, clase, es la química. La química. ¿Por qué? Porque es difícil. Número 7. ¿Cuáles clases tiene Tad esa tarde? ¿Cuáles clases tiene Tad esa tarde? Tad tiene, we didn't say what classes he had. Tad tiene literatura y arte. I'm just making that up. Número 8. ¿Cuáles clases tiene Mónica esa tarde? Mónica tiene biología y educación física. Número 9. ¿A dónde van los monos después de la clase? They go somewhere together after classes that afternoon. Where? Van al centro comercial, clase? No, ¿a dónde? Van al parque. Sí. Número 10. ¿Qué planes tiene Mónica para la noche? La noche. Mónica tiene planes, clase. Mónica tiene que limpiar. Mónica tiene que jugar a los videojuegos, clase. No, tiene que estudiar porque tiene un examen, ¿sí? Número 11. ¿Cuándo planean ver la película? ¿Cuándo planean ver la película? What do you think this means, planean? It's something they are doing. They do. They plan. When do they plan to see the movie? What day? El domingo, clase? No. El sábado. El sábado, it has an accent mark on this A. Número 12. ¿Quién es tu personaje favorito en el cuento? Mi personaje favorito es Tad. Tad because he's intellectual. Lee y traduce. Read this story and write the English translation under the Spanish line by line. The University for Monkeys. There's a monkey whose name is Tad. You can abbreviate Tad with a T. You can abbreviate Monica. Where's Monica? Monica with an M. That should be all you need. Go ahead and pause the video, translate the story, and then we will check it. Go. Okay, we're back. Let's see how you did. There's a monkey whose name is Tad. He's a monkey very intellectual. He's a very intellectual monkey. Tad likes to study, do his homework, read books, and write essays. Ensayos means essays. Tad goes to UPM, Universidad para Monos, the University for Monkeys. He knows, did you get sabe? He knows a lot about science, history, math, and literature. One day, Tad goes to the cafeteria of the university to eat his lunch. A monkey, very, very pretty monkey, comes to the cafeteria. The monkey sits at a table and eats her lunch. Tad says, "Hi, I'm Tad." The monkey says, "Hi, my name is Monica." Tad asks, "What's your preferred school subject? What's your subject that you prefer, your favorite one?" She says, "Spanish. It's very easy. And you? What is your preferred subject or your favorite subject?" Tad says, "Chemistry. It's difficult, but I am very intellectual." Pero means but, I am very intellectual. "I have the class of English and art this afternoon, esta tarde, this afternoon. What classes do you have? Do you have tienes?" I can tell he's saying, "Do you have it?" because of the S. "This afternoon, Monica." She says, "First I have biology, and afterwards I have the class of PE, physical education." Tad says, "Do you want to go to the park to jump and throw poo with me?" Conmigo means with me, after class, in other words. She says, "Okay, I go with you." Voy contigo means I'll go with you. In English we would say I will go with you. This says I go with you. Tad and Monica go to the park. They run, they jump, and they throw poo at the people in the park. It's very fun. Divertido, it means fun. And romantic, yes. Afterwards, Tad asks her, "What are you doing tonight, Monica? What do you do tonight, Monica?" Now, haces with that S, again, I know he's saying, what do you do? You don't need the word to in that sentence because the S tells you he's talking to her. Monica says, "I have to take a test. I have to present myself for a test in computers the day after tomorrow. I have to study." Ah, Tad is sad. Triste, it means sad. He asks, "Do you want to go to the movies with me to see a movie of terror on Saturday?" In other words, a scary movie Saturday. It's called Night of the Dead Bananas. Muertas, it means dead. It's related to morgue, mortal, a whole bunch of morbid. Monica says, "Yes, I'll go with you." Tad is very happy. The end. La gramática, the verb venir. In Spanish, the verb venir means to come. It is like the verb querer in that it's a stem-changing verb, and it's like hacer because it's a yo-go. I don't know if you remember querer, the stem, this part of it changes to quier, so like quiero, tú quieres. So that's a stem-changing verb. This is the part of the verb we call the stem. And hacer, it's a yo-go verb, meaning in the yo form, it ends in go, hago, yo hago. Stem-changing verbs change spelling in the stem. And so the stem is, for venir, is ven. Yo-go verbs, yo form ends in go instead of just O or OY. Let's conjugate venir so you can see and learn all the forms. First of all, the yo form is a yo-go. So my stem is ven. That is going to be vengo. 2, now I'm going to start changing the stem. Ven is going to change to vien. And then it's an IR verb, so the endings are all going to be E something, except for nosotros will be imos with an I. We'll see it when we get there. Tú vienes, ES. IR verb, it's going to end in E, ES, IMOS, and EN. Usted, okay, keep that stem changed. Viene and viene. Okay, so yo vengo, I come. Tú vienes, you come. Usted viene and él and ella viene. You formal come, he or she comes. So remember how these three are always the same form. Viene, viene. Nosotros, don't change the stem. Keep it ven. And then I want my IR, which is venimos. Venimos. Vosotros and vosotras. Venís. That's the IR. Vosotros ending is just IS, and it has an accent mark on the I. Ustedes, ellos and ellas. Bien. Here's my stem changed. Bien. I need 2 letters. It's an IR verb. It's going to use the E endings except for these 2. And I also need this last N because these are the plural people. Ustedes, you all, and ellos and ellas, they. So, vienen. Now let's practice using the correct form of venir in some sentences. All right, let's try covering these up and see what we can do without seeing those. Numero uno. I come to the party at 6. All right, I told you it's a yo go. And in yo, don't change the stem, just keep it ven. The go goes on there, so yo vengo. Número dos, nosotras. We, and we are all girls, I can tell because it's nosotras. We come to the party at 8. This is the other one where you don't change the stem. Well, there's also vosotros. Always leave that one out. But anyway, okay. And then I have 4 letters I need here because I need this I, because it's an IR verb, and then mos. All of the nosotros, they all end in mos. Número tres, you come to the party at 7 en punto. What's 7 en punto? Do you remember? 7 on the dot. 7 sharp. 2. Now I'm going to change my stem to bien, and then I need the ER endings. So ES, 2 always ends in S, right? Número 4. You come to the party at 11. Usted. Here's my stem changed. And then usted, él, and ella. These are the basic. What's the basic of this one? Viene. Número 5. She comes to the party at 6:30. What's 6:30? 6:30. 6 in the middle. Ella viene. Viene ends in, it's just the same as usted, and it's just the basic, it ends in the E. Número 6, ustedes, the plural. Okay, so you know it's going to be like this one, except add a letter. What? Vienen. You all come to the party at 6. Número 7, they come to the party at 7 menos cuarto. 7 menos cuarto, minus 7 minus, and do you remember what a cuarto was in telling time? A quarter. 7 minus a quarter would be what time? 6:45. Do you remember that weird little, it's like a math formula for telling time in Spanish. Okay, they, ellos, vienen, with an N, because it's the plural people. Ustedes, ellos, and ellas, vienen with an N. El quiz. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es miércoles. Miércoles, it has an accent mark on this E. You can remember miércoles because miracles happen on Wednesdays. ¿Qué fecha es hoy? Es el 24 de junio. Okay, you have 13 vocab words to match up. Pause the video and take the quiz, and then we will check it. Go. Okay, we're back. Let's see how you did. Número 1, las materias. Número 1, letra L. Número 2, el español, letra E. Número 3, las ciencias, letra J. J. Número 4, la historia, letra A. Número 5, el inglés, letra M. Número 6, la computación, letra K. Número 7, la educación física, letra H. Número 8, la biología, letra F. Número 9, la química, letra B. Número 10, las matemáticas, letra I. Número 11, el arte, letra C. Número 12, fácil, letra G. Número 13, difícil, letra D. ¿Todo correcto, clase? Si tienes todo correcto, muy bien. Escribe un 100. Un 100%. Excelente. Bonus material that's optional is finishing the story of Tad El Mono below. Saying it and writing it. It does not have to be totally correct or perfect. Just practice the language and have fun with it because it's the practice that counts. And I will see you in the final lesson for this course, Lesson 30. Muy bien, clase! You finished Lesson 29 of Spanish 1A, First Semester Beginning Level Spanish. The link to get the workbook is in the description box below. And until next time, adios, clase! about a monkey named Tad who's very intellectual and goes to a university for monkeys. It's actually not a very good story. It's kind of stupid, actually. All right.